Leo, welcome back to the channel Elevated Spirits. It's Jazzy, your favorite Cali reader. I do apologize. I am at the beach, you guys, and this dog just started barking all of a fucking sudden, so my apologies. So anywho, I hope y'all are doing well. Happy moon day. Today is new moon in Cancer, 7/17, so I hope you guys have been doing your best to set your intentions. I did record bonus messages for you guys. One of the first message is all oracle cards, and after it got to be 18 minutes, I was just like, you know what, let me just stop it here and do a part 2 with clarifying with the tarot. So I did that. So, and I did, because I promised you guys to still do your week ahead reading, I'm doing that now. So so this first one is going to be for you guys, and then the other signs that are posting for today, or not posting today, but that I'm recording today. So let's get into this. Yeah, hope you guys have set your intentions, and you know, for whatever you want to attract with this new moon energy. All right, see what's going on for you guys for the week ahead. For those of you that are interested in booking a private consultation, checking out your Other Elements playlist, donating to the channel, checking out my Etsy wish list. Also, you can feel free to check out my second tarot channel, which is Fun Sized Tarot, which is all shorts. They're just very short readings for my ADHD folks, okay, that may have a hard time, you know, paying attention, or for those with very short attention span that just need a quick message. That is what that channel is for. They're literally fun size readings from your fun size tarot reader. So yeah, feel free to check that channel out. So coming towards you guys this week, we have the Chief and the Uranian. So 54 and 41, those numbers may be of significance to you guys. So I feel like this week ahead, you guys are in this energy of maybe, I feel like getting back into your power, really tapping into your creativity in some type of way. It's giving me vibes kind of like of the readings that I did for you earlier today for the new moon. I feel like you guys are like in this energy of kind of like re-shifting your focus back onto yourself, back to yourself, okay, where you guys are really stepping into, like, being guided to step into your power. I feel like this new moon is maybe bringing up a lot of things that you guys are being guided to release, being guided to kind of work through. If there's old things that are coming up at this time, it's simply coming up to make room for you to clear out, to make room for what's coming in. And like I said, if you haven't watched those videos, I highly recommend, just because I feel like it makes sense. I feel like this for how this is starting already is giving me like aftermath, okay, which makes sense because this reading is intended for post new moon energy. So the week ahead, after this new moon, because it's happening on Monday. Today's moon day, right? Mondays are moon days, which is all about your subconscious. Mondays are governed by the moon, so the moon represents your subconscious, you know, your hidden feelings, things that we keep hidden, things that are on the surface that we need to look at, whether it's subconscious beliefs, things that we can't see, fears, all those things that we hide and suppress, that's, you know, that we hide under in the dark, basically. So this energy is giving me, though, you guys stepping out of that, basically kind of like getting back into your power, and it's bringing me back to the messages that were coming up in the readings earlier today. So I feel like you guys are in this energy of, you know, where it's like it's showing me like you guys are doing it, like you're doing the work and you're coming back into your power, where you guys are maybe have recently gone, maybe this new moon, I feel like for some of you has put you through some type of spiritual awakening, clearing things out, because you guys are awakening back to your power, or you guys are like, you know, leveling up in some type of way. Where I was saying in that other reading about your gifts, some of you have new gifts that are coming online. For others of you, ones that you're already dealing with, or already working with, already aware of, are increasing at this time. Where I feel like you guys are being activated, like your DNA is being activated. You guys are getting maybe new light codes, things like that, where it's putting you back in your power. It's like enlightening you in some type of way, making you, you know, kind of like putting you in this energy of stepping back into your power, really gaining control, getting back in the driver's seat, kind of like giving the Emperor vibes, okay? Or it's really empowering you. So let's see what else is going on for Leos for the week ahead. Spirit, what do they need to know? What's coming towards them? I'm at the beach here with my kiddo, and he's playing at the park, so I'm letting him, you know, do his thing. So all right, so we have 4 cards. Okay, so let's see what we got here. These can be loaded messages, so I don't normally take a lot of them because they're, like I said, very loaded. So some of you are in this energy right now of kind of relaxing, really meditating. I feel like some of you are recovering, because what it's still like it's taking me back to those messages earlier that I did about that some of you have been going through like a really intense period, and I feel like it's finally, you guys are finding it challenging, or it may be difficult, where it feels like it's not dissipating, like the intensity of maybe the energy you guys are feeling right now, it feels like it's not lessening. And this is where Spirit is saying that you need to take time to relax. Some of you needing to, you know, just not do anything. Some of you may be guided to maybe do a social media detox, maybe just get some rest, maybe relax. I'm hearing heavy metal detox. Yeah, I just feel like, you know, with the energies that are shifting, the way they're shifting is bringing us more in alignment to our crystalline bodies. And so some of you may be guided to do certain detoxes, especially if you got the thing, you know what I'm talking about, okay? And that's just, you know, to help you take your ascension to the next level. All right, so quite a, you know, bit of messages here. So we have 9 Scorpio energy, the Phoenix. We have 2 Libra energy, ostrich trap. We have 7 Cancer energy, fairy tale, and 5 Libra, burning book. So any of these signs may be of significance to you. Any of these numbers may be life path numbers, birthdays, 9275. Those may be numbers you may be seeing a lot. 999, 222. Me and my son today both saw 2 license plate 999 and another one 222 since we've been at the beach. Some of you maybe have life path 9, 2, 7, or 5. Okay, those may be, like I said, birthdays. But I feel like you guys are really in this energy this week of feeling like you're finally rising, like things are finally shifting, where you're feeling like a phoenix literally rising from the ashes. And like I was saying, it's like you guys have, I feel like some of you have really been going through a very intense period. And this new moon is kind of like anything that that's been feeling like is trapping you, because this did flip in reverse. I feel like you guys are coming out of that energy of where you're like, some of you have been kind of like maybe closed off to certain ideas or certain things that's been happening. And I feel like you guys are kind of like being guided to see it from a different perspective. I feel like things that you've been kind of closed off to or kind of running from, it's like you're not running from it anymore. I feel like you're seeing that whatever maybe has recently come to an end, which also came up in that the bonus messages that I did earlier, things that maybe have been ending for some of you, if it's a relationship, a job, maybe an old limiting, you know, belief or something like that. I feel like some of you are ending that, where those of you that have been really scared about something, scared to step into your power, scared, you know, fear surrounding what's going on in the future in the collective, I feel like you guys are realizing, finally seeing that, you know, the doors that may be closing for you are simply just opening and allowing new doors to be open. So Spirit really wants you guys to really focus on, you know, believing in the impossible, okay, with this fairy tale here. I feel like some of you, you know, feel like maybe you have a fairy tale life that you're wanting to attract for yourself. This is the time to really believe in it, though. Don't let anybody tell you different, okay? I feel like some of you have maybe been censored, or been, you know, have been, maybe grew up in an environment where people try to shut you down, make you feel like your dreams, you know, were unrealistic or impossible, shit like that. I feel like you guys are coming into this energy where all that needed to be cleared out for you to see that no, they were just, you know, those were projections based on their own traumas, whether it's your parents, your grandparents, uncles, cousins, friends, you know, whatever, however that resonates for you guys. I feel like some of you are now seeing how this new moon is like, this week is like ending things in order for you to, you know, to rise back into your power, more powerful than ever before, where you're seeing like things that have ended is just, you know, the beginning of something better, something bigger, something greater. And you guys, and I feel like it's happening in order to change the narrative, where I feel like some of you may be doing burning ceremonies, like I call it a forgiveness box, but some people call it a burn box, right? And this is just basically a box that you create where you write, you know, different things that you want to burn out of your life, essentially. I call it a forgiveness box for all the things that, you know, times that I had to forgive, people that I had to forgive, situations, experiences, things like that, forgiving myself, right, for different things. So some of you may be going through this process or being guided to go through this process this week of times where you maybe felt like you were canceled, you know, or maybe your voice was censored, you were kind of like made to suppress and couldn't speak your truth. You guys are really in this week being guided to, and I feel like some of you are already doing it, because this is like another kind of like another layer of the previous messages from earlier today, because I didn't even use either one of these decks in either one of those messages earlier. So the fact that this is kind of like another layer to those messages, I really feel like those of you that haven't watched them, please do, just for your betterment, not mine. Like, you know, do or you don't, like, it doesn't matter to me. Like, but for your sake, right, as it pertains to what I'm getting here, I feel like it all correlates. So like I said, I feel like for those of you that have been like going through a massive awakening, massive changes, maybe a transformation, it's changing, it's helping you change. It's like, I feel like positioning you to switch your narrative. Or for those of you that have been seeing life through one lens of perspective, all this is happening and being constructed on purpose, like divine intervention to, you know, help you change the way you've been seeing things, the way you've been living, the way you've been doing things. Because I feel like some of you are realizing that it's no longer working. Like what maybe worked before, it's not working anymore. And you guys are being guided to really step back into your power in a massive, really major way. So some of you may have a Scorpio moon, Libra moon, Cancer moon, okay? Those signs, like I said, may be of significance to you. But I feel like in doing this and going through this process of, you know, whatever is ending for some of you guys, it's going to restore balance. I feel like it definitely may be bringing up some emotions. Obviously, we're in Cancer, and we do have this Cancer card here with the number 7, and 7 is a very spiritual number. It's a that's actually my life path number, but 7s are it's a very spiritual path. It's a very auspicious number for spirituality. So I feel like some of you are definitely connecting to your spiritual side at this time, or being guided to, and you know, things are definitely changing with the 5 here. 5s represent change. It could be conflict, things like that. So we're, like I said, some of you have been really limiting yourself or feeling limited in a situation, in a job, in a environment, in a relationship. It's like you guys are this week changing how you see things. You're allowing yourself to see, like, you know what, I'm actually in control of how this shit goes, and I'm deciding that I want something new. And you guys are actually doing that, and that's a really beautiful place to be. So I feel like some of you are, you know, being guided to do that this week. Some of you are already doing that, and just know that you're supported here, okay? With this 4, with the this is Gemini energy, so some of you may have a Gemini placement, but some of you are being guided to, you know, allow yourself to rest, relax, recover. I feel like some of you, like I said, have gone through a major DNA upgrade or some type of an awakening, and you need to give your body time to adjust. You need to give your body time to relax and, you know, really come into you know, kind of like recalibrate to this new energy that I feel like some of you are experiencing right now. So what I did want to offer for those that are interested, I'm probably going to end up doing it at some point anyway, more than likely. Me and Spirit have been talking about it, but I last night did a for my personal experience, I did a light language transmission, and I tied in the tarot with it. And I'm kind of feeling guided to share it, even though, like I said, it was for myself. I feel like those of you would be, you know, would benefit from it as well. But I'm thinking about adding either a mini like Reiki at the end, because I'm a certified Reiki practitioner. So I'm thinking of certified Reiki practitioner master. So I'm thinking of adding, I just want your guys' opinion. For those of you, since you guys seem to vibe with me the most, I would like to, you know, for those of you that are interested in giving me your feedback on it, I would appreciate it, on how you guys feel about me adding to the, you know, maybe the end of the readings, either a light language transmission for, you know, whatever we're guided to do at that time, or a mini like Reiki session, you know, for those of you that are needing it at the end of the reading. So if you guys, for those of you, like I said, I'll put up probably a poll to, you know, for you guys to vote. But for those of you that are, you know, interested in, you know, me doing that, I would love to hear about it. Or, you know, give me your feedback in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think, and then I can, you know, start working on that at the end of the readings. So, all right, Spirit for Leos, see what's going on for Leos for the week ahead. Spirit, what is going on for Leos as it pertains to the spread? Son's trying to come over and bug me, and I'm like, I'm recording. All right, so a few cards came out here. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the 4 of Swords, 2 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, and the King of Wands. So let's talk about this real fast. And I will clarify with the a whole different deck here. So interesting. So at the top of the deck we have the High Priestess. So I feel like some of you Leos are definitely dealing with some type of feeling of loss, some type of feeling of like some type of sadness in secret. Some of you are really going through things by yourself and you're really maybe not telling many people about it. I feel like some of you are really kind of like holding it inside, and that kind of like brings me back to, again, the messages I did earlier about, you know, honoring your feelings, honoring your emotions, feeling how you feel, allowing those things to come up as they come up. I know for me personally, I used to feel like if I honor my feelings though, won't that, like, I don't want that. I'm scared that me sitting in that and letting myself feel how I feel, I'm scared that it'll make that situation, you know, manifest it happening again, right? And so what I learned, what I explained to you in those earlier messages is it's about observing, not absorbing. So allowing yourself to observe how you feel without reabsorbing the situation. So kind of like watching like you would a movie, right? Without taking it in as if it's your own, kind of like observing it from a third person standpoint. So I feel like some of you are guided to do that at this time. Okay, so of all the places people can be, like right behind me, that's ridiculous. So anyway, I feel like you guys are focused on your finances at this time, really being grounded this week. Got ants coming to visit. Yeah, I feel like you guys are really just, you know, focused on being grounded, focused on your finances, your stability, you know, resting, recovering, recuperating. I feel like you guys are, you know, being guided to really reconnect to yourself. Okay, some of you, this could definitely be a relationship, okay, where you may be taking a break from a partner, someone that you're really not, you know, maybe just needing some time to yourself because some of you are really feeling overwhelmed. Some of you are feeling like you have a lot going on. You just have a lot that you're feeling and maybe you don't want to take it out on your partner. But for others of you, this is, you know, energy of, you know, really doing your best to stay grounded at this time, to really do your best to use what you have, you know, the resources that are available to you, being resourceful basically during this time. Okay, I feel like Spirit's asking you not to really push it. Okay, allow yourself to believe in your dreams, but in the meantime, while you're waiting for things to manifest, while you're waiting for the shift, things to shift, you know, use what you have at your disposal, you know, while you're waiting for things to continue to shift. Okay, I feel like for those of you that have been feeling like you're not feeling as supported the way you're able to support others, you guys are maybe feeling a little less supportive. This is where Spirit is asking this week to really change how you're looking at things, change, you know, the limiting beliefs, you know, allow yourself to burn those things away. Okay, for those of you that have been suffocated, feeling like you're suffocated in a relationship, in a connection, in a environment of some sort, this is where Spirit is asking you to, you know, drop the weight of that. Okay, whatever you've taken on that isn't yours, or that you can like outsource to someone, this is where Spirit is wanting you to do that, because I feel like some of you Leos have taken on quite a bit. Some of you are like the kind of like breadwinner or like the head of the household type of energy, and some of you are really needing to give yourself the time and grace and space to connect back to your creativity, to really connect back to that feminine side of yourself. Whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. These are energies, okay? Because the outcome here is the King of Wands. So this is stepping into your power, really feeling that re-spark of energy, that, you know, feeling inspired, feeling goal-driven, oriented, really feeling passionate, you know, feeling back in your power, okay? Motivated, determined, driven in a powerful, powerful way, okay? So let's clarify this energy. It's weird having people behind me. I don't like that shit at all. Shit's so fucking weird. All the places. Anyway. But, you know, people want to show, so. All right, let's see. is going on? Let's clarify this energy for Leos. Alright, Spirit, clarify the Queen of Pentacles for Leos, please. I always pick the best places to do this, don't I? Most weirdest shit going on. But I know this is an opportunity for me as well, you know, to keep going. So, Spirit, clarify the Queen of Pentacles for Leos, please. Queen of Wands, interesting. Queen of Pentacles clarified by the Queen of Wands. So yeah, this is again being resourceful, using what you have at your disposal to, you know, really empower yourself. Okay. So for some of you Leos, this Two of Cups energy here is what is giving me vibes of balancing both parts of yourself. Okay. And as you do that, for those of you that are like interested in love, which like I said, this could definitely be talking about a love connection, okay? Your partnership, things like that. This is still, you know, you have to be in alignment with your own feminine masculine for you to have that energy in alignment, you know, outside of yourself to reflect it back to you, okay? Go. I already got enough distractions going on right now. Please, let me finish. Fucking places. Anyway, Spirit, clarify the Four of Swords, please. Where'd that card go? I swear one flipped over. I don't know where it went. I don't know. Maybe it didn't. Okay, let's keep going. Spirit, clarify the Four of Swords for Leo, please. Is it here for Leos for the week ahead? Four Swords for Leos. So yeah, I feel like some of you are really focused on getting back in your power, you know, really focused on your finances, feeling re-inspired, and I feel like that was necessary as you guys continue to rise, right? Like this phoenix from rising from the ashes, like after this whatever period that I feel like some of you are experiencing where something, like I said, has maybe ended for some of you. It's like you guys are feeling grounded again. You're feeling solid, feeling you know, kind of like ready to get back out there, ready to like do life again. Okay, so we have the Four Swords clarifying. Four Swords is the Fool. So I feel like after this period, after you guys give yourself the time you need to rest and recover, which is also what we're getting here, same type of energy, you know, giving yourself some time off, giving yourself the time and space, the grace to relax, to recover, to heal. I feel like it's going to really help you, you know, be able to take whatever, you know, this leap is that some of you are thinking about doing. This could be an opportunity that's presenting yourself, and it could be in the form of love. It could be in the form of a relationship and a connection that some of you may not be expecting, but I feel like it's where I feel like you guys are, for those of you that have been feeling, you know, kind of like scared or kind of like closed off to a new connection, this is where Spirit is saying, you know, these are like two very opposing energies here, of one being closed-minded and one believing in the impossible. So I feel like some of you are, you know, going through this major period in order to kind of like reinvigorate that that like childlike sense of wonder, you know what I'm saying, like that energy of believing in the things that you didn't think you could have before, believing that, you know what, it is possible, I can have it, I just need to trust the universe. So I feel like some of you are going through like a major transformation, a major awakening for some of you, that's reestablishing that energy for yourself. So let's see, clarify the Two of Cups, Spirit. Why is it here for Leo? Ooh, look at that, Ace of Swords. So this is definitely a breakthrough for some of you. This is someone that maybe you're in separation from, that you're going to hear from, that there may be, if you guys aren't talking or communicating, this person is going to reach out to you. Okay, I feel like it's going to give you an opportunity here to maybe release things. If this is someone that you've already been dealing with, maybe you guys are on a break. Some of you this is like letting go of what you've been holding on to with this connection, the things that you've maybe taken on, this person's energy, or maybe responsibilities that they've had, you've kind of made your own. I feel like some of you are, you know, kind of like breaking through, like seeing a relationship clearly, seeing a person clearly, right? For those of you, like I said, if you've not been in communication with someone, this is where, for those of you that have been like, you know, you haven't heard from them, this is them reaching out to you, okay? And this, I feel like, is also an opportunity for you guys to really get clear about where you want things to go. I feel like some of you finally done some resting, recovering, done some healing, and now you're ready to, like I said, get yourself back out there. Or some of you are ready to like start over, ready to trust the universe that, you know what, okay, I learned what I was supposed to learn from this previous connection. Now I'm ready to, you know, put myself back out there. I'm ready to play the field again, and, you know, trust and know that I can have what I've been looking for, that I can actually have like my happily ever after. So some of you this week are releasing things that have been weighing you down, things of the past maybe that have been holding you back, making you kind of like question yourself, or not want to date, not want to maybe you know, talk to people, or, you know, even try to like attract what you want. This is like coming out of the energy this week. So let's see, clarify the 10 of Wands, Spirit for Leos. Why is the 10 of Wands here for Leos? King of Swords, yeah. So it's like, I feel like you guys are releasing baggage and like detaching, essentially, like, you know, detaching your emotions. You're using your logic at this time and detaching. For some of you, you're detaching yourself from a connection that you're kind of like, you've done some healing, and you're kind of realizing, maybe for some of you, that a connection was based on an old paradigm, an old programming, an old way of thinking, and you're like, you know what, now I get it. Now I see why, you know, on this break, I feel like some of you are realizing why something maybe hasn't been working with someone, or like I said, if it's a job, a situation, I feel like some of you are seeing something very clearly because you've gave yourself the grace and the space to reconnect to yourself, to do the healing that maybe you needed to do. And some of you are kind of like finally seeing something, a connection very clearly, where you're kind of like seeing, like, you know, this is just, it's weighing me down. You know, I feel like some of you maybe didn't want to believe that it was a person, or you didn't want to believe that it was the person that you've been dealing with, or, you know, think it was them, but it was kind of like, I feel like it's being reflected to you. After you sit with your own shit and allow yourself to separate your shit from someone else's, you can then easily see where, you know, what's yours, what's your baggage, and what's someone else's. And I feel like some of you are doing that this week, where you're seeing, you know, where I've, you know, dealt with my baggage, and now this baggage that I'm feeling is your baggage. And I feel like some of you are detaching from a situation, allowing yourself to drop whatever you've been like holding on to or harboring that isn't yours. Whether it's, even if it's not, you know, from your partner, for some of you it's like from your parents or other connections, other experiences from your past that you've been holding on to that essentially aren't yours, and you're allowing yourself to drop it this week. Okay, so outcome here is the King of Wands. So let's clarify the King of Wands. Spirit, why is it here for Leos? Overall outcome. Beautiful. High Priestess. So can you just say High Priestess twice here? So this is about following your intuition. And I feel like that's exactly what you guys are doing. You're really stepping back into your power, stepping back into your confidence, into this masculine energy, this protective energy, because masculine energy is what protects us, right? That's the person that is you know, strong, right? When we feel weak, when we don't, you know, feel at our best, right? The masculine energy steps in. And I feel like you guys are you know, really trusting yourself in what you're being guided to do, where you're being guided to go. And I feel like you're not letting fears or you know, old ways of thinking, limited beliefs, or, you know, old thought patterns stop you. I feel like you guys are really pushing and persevering forward. You have a clear vision of where you're going. With the King of Swords here, you're seeing things clearly because you've allowed yourself to drop what isn't what is, you know, weighing you down, what's not serving you. Maybe, like I said, responsibilities that you've essentially taken on, or obligations you've taken on that aren't yours. Allowing yourself to release those things, see it, identify it, and then release it, cut it out of your experience. And I feel like some of you are, you know, finally moving forward in confidence, really stepping back into your power in a massive way, because you're trusting yourself again. And that comes with the healing that I feel like some of you have been really doing. You've finally healed those experiences that made you feel like you couldn't trust yourself, to where now your intuitive guidance is, I feel like, like reinvigorated or realigned, like it's recalibrated, like you reset in some type of way, to whereas now I trust myself, I trust what I'm being guided to do. And I feel like some of you, this could definitely be you know, secrets, okay? Keeping things hidden information is also what the High Priestess represents. So some of you are, you know, maybe getting downloads from spirit, getting type of, you know, intuitive hits, nudges that you guys are taking action on, and you're keeping those to yourself. I feel like you're being guided to do that, and you should. Especially if that's, you know, what spirit is telling you to like do, move in silence in certain things, you definitely should, okay? This could be also someone coming towards you guys this week that you're going to need to trust your intuition about, because there may be more going on than meets the eye. There may be some, you know, kind of like all the glitters isn't gold. So there may be some options that are coming in, or opportunities that are being presented to you that are not all going to be good for you. So it's going to be up to you guys to really trust, you know, your higher self when it comes to making certain moves, making certain decisions. It could be messages that are coming towards you guys. Make sure that you trust the higher guidance, because you may not have all the information. People may be withholding information. So, you know, for you to make the right choice that's best for you to help you move forward, it's going to be important that you tap into your intuition and let it guide you, okay? Which also did come up in, like I said, previous messages from earlier today. So that is where I'm going to leave this for you, Leos. I really hope that it gave you guidance, clarity to your situation. If it did, if you enjoyed it, like I said, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. Consider subscribing to the channel if you have not, and like this video if it gave you any, you know, clarity, insight to your situation. And until